Hey guys, David here. Welcome to Digital Outlook. In today's video, we're going to take a look at Polkadot, a platform that's on the forefront of Web3 development. At the end of the video, we're going to take a look at future price predictions, so you're going to want to stick around for that. So why don't we get to it? Well, hey guys, I'm really glad you're tuning in. I really appreciate you being here. Today we're going to take a look at this platform called Polkadot. Now, Polkadot's a scalable, interoperable, secure network protocol for the next web. So what's the next web? Well, the next web is Web 3. And what we've been experiencing most of our lives is what they classify as Web 2, which is where we can interact with social media, and we got email and all that kind of stuff. But Web 3 is completely different. So I found this online, this beginner's guide to the decentralized internet of the future, Web 3. And this is how they explain it. Web 3 is a possible future version of the internet based on public blockchains, a record-keeping system best known for facilitating cryptocurrency transactions, Viola, what we're talking about. The attractiveness of Web 3 is that it's decentralized, meaning that rather than consumers accessing the internet through services mediated by companies like Google, Apple, Facebook, individuals themselves own and govern sections of the internet. Web 3 doesn't require permission, which means that central authorities don't get to decide who gets access to what services, nor does it require trust, meaning that an intermediary isn't necessary for virtual transactions to occur between two or more parties. Because these agencies and intermediaries are doing most of the data collection, Web 3 technically protects a user's privacy better. So lately you might have been hearing a lot about the metaverse. Well, the metaverse is literally a virtual universe. If you've ever seen Ready Player One, it's almost like that kind of deal. And that's how Web 3 is going to be playing out, or at least that's how some of the people envision Web 3 to be. Well, you need to have a special type of network in order to facilitate that kind of experience. And this is where a platform like Polkadot really shines. Because Polkadot is not just a blockchain, it's a network of blockchains. Here we have it saying any type of data across any type of blockchain. Polkadot is a network protocol that allows arbitrary data, not just tokens, to be transferred across blockchains. This means Polkadot is a true multi-chain application environment where things like cross-chain registries and cross-chain computations are possible. Polkadot can transfer this data across public, open, permissionless blockchains as well as private permission blockchains. This makes it possible to build applications that get permission data from private blockchain and use it on public blockchain. For instance, they're saying here, a school's private permission academic records chain could send a proof of a degree verification smart contract on a public chain. So if you are out there looking for a job and in your resume you said, hey, I graduated from Harvard, well, Harvard would be able to, without giving all of your information out, validate the fact that yes, you did graduate from Harvard and send that over to that employer. So there's a lot of security there. So think of all kinds of other examples that you could probably do this with. Well, what if you changed doctors? Well, they could get your medical records from one doctor and switch it over to another. Or if you went from one dentist to another, there's all kinds of applications, insurance and title registries for your houses and all kinds of stuff like that. The best part is you get to decide who gets what and for how long. So if you're just going to see a doctor for a one-time visit, they don't need to have all your medical information or access to it for all time. You give them what they need and only for as long as they need it for. This puts you in the driver's seat of your information. So how does Polkadot move this kind of information around? Well, Polkadot unites a network of heterogeneous blockchains called parachains and parathreads. These chains connect to and are secured by the Polkadot relay chain. They can also connect with external networks via bridges. So down here we have the relay chain, the heart of Polkadot, responsible for the network's shared security, consensus, and cross-chain interoperability. And over here, parachains, sovereign blockchains that can have their own tokens and optimize their functionality for specific use cases. Parathreads, similar to parachains but with a more pay-as-you-go model, more economical for blockchains that don't need continuous connectivity to the network. And bridges allow parachains and parathreads to connect and communicate with external networks like Ethereum and Bitcoin. I know it seems like a lot to wrap your head around, guys, but think of it more like this. I go out there and I turn on my car, it turns over, and I drive. I don't know how all the internal combustion works in the engine or stuff like that. Well, I don't need to necessarily know all the internal workings of how all this new Web3 is going to work, but suffice it to say this, it's really going to revolutionize how we live, how information is transferred, how the internet of value when it comes to our finances is transferred, how we entertain ourselves, how we connect with one another. Look at how Web 2 brought about social media and how that revolutionized how we connect with one another. Well, imagine meeting up with people at a local club in the metaverse. It's really going to change things a lot. And the opportunity for us right now is that we can see the future coming and we're getting in on the ground floor here. All right, so Polkadot was developed by these three guys, Robert Habermeyer, Dr. Gavin Wood, and Peter Szaban. The one I want to focus on is Gavin Wood here. So Gavin Wood was one of the co-founders of Ethereum, and you can see that just in here. And he actually invented a lot of different types of things that are used in blockchain, including solidity, proof of authority consensus, and the like. But what I find really cool is he actually coined the term Web 3.0, and he serves as the president of the Web3 Foundation. So this guy knows the roadmap of Web 3.0, and you can be almost assured that he's going to be driving that Polkadot bus right up that road, and most likely at the front of the pack. So something else that's really cool about Polkadot is you can stake it. So you ask, well, what's staking? Staking basically is earning interest on your assets by depositing it with a third party. So here we have Kraken now. I did a video a few days back called Make Your Move, and in there I highlighted a bunch of crypto exchanges, and Kraken was one of them. Well, I'm just going to go over here to one of the features of Kraken and pull up the staking feature, and look at this down here. So look at the amount of the annual yield or interest that you can earn by staking your Polkadot with Kraken. 12%. Guys, that's huge. I mean, you're not going to get that from any bank, that's for sure. So here's a little personal tidbit for you. I ended up buying Polkadot when it originally showed up on the Binance exchange, and I think I got it for somewhere around $2.50 or $2.50, $2.70. Well, I had staked that Polkadot, and I actually earned more in Polkadot rewards than what it cost me to buy the Polkadot. So the Polkadot that I own has basically cost me nothing. So for me, that's a pretty good incentive to have Polkadot as part of my portfolio. So take a look at this, guys. I found this news article out there. It says Polkadot parachain spike after the launch of a $250 million USD stablecoin fund. Polkadot parachains posted double-digit gains after partnership announces protocol integrations and a stablecoin development fund caught the attention of crypto investors. So I'll put a link in the description of that article if you want to read the whole thing. All right, so now the part that we've all been waiting for. All right, so let's take a look at Polkadot's price chart. So here we are on CoinGecko's site, and we're using their TradingView tab so that we can take a look at this price history. Over here, you can see the all-time high for Polkadot was on November 4th, 2021 at $54.98. Now, we've retraced 83.2% since then. And what's the current price? Is $9.25 right now. So, guys, Polkadot's simply doing what all the other assets are doing in this digital space right now. It's simply going through a big A, B, C correction. And my guess is we are very near the floor. Down here, I've got the RSI up, and you can see that it's pretty much as low as it's ever been. Now, I personally believe, guys, that our turnaround is coming very, very soon. And you can see here that we've had our 1 wave, 2 wave, 3 wave. We're completing this 4th wave, and then we're going to see this final 5 wave in this cycle that's going to push us above all-time highs. So Polkadot topped out at about $54, $55 on its 3 wave. So my personal price prediction for Polkadot when we actually get the top of the 5-wave is in the $150 to the $200 range. So the way I look at the current price action is it's just an opportunity to accumulate more. So guys, this is the video that I have for you today, and as always, I'm not a financial advisor and this is not financial advice. It's for information and entertainment purposes only. However, if you found value in it, please hit the like and subscribe and tell your friends and family so that we can grow this channel together and get this information out to more people. So guys, in the meantime and in between time, stay safe, be blessed, and I'll catch you in the next one.